Hello and welcome back to God Lives Within. Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. I had an experience this morning. First of all, for those of you who don't know, I'm kind of at the precipice, the end of my spiritual ascension. On the verge of breakthrough, coming into the physical. Down to my last little bit of money. Homeless, carless, jobless now. I just left my job a few weeks ago, running a company, which we turned around extremely quickly. Within a year, everything is better in the place, but that's neither here nor there, I guess, since I'm now removed and the cords have been cut. Anyway, like I was saying, I had an experience this morning that I'm going to get on a chair. Maybe it'll help others in the future that see this video. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Like I said, I'm at the edge and the end of my spiritual journey. So what happens at the end of your journey, what people call Satan, comes in to tempt you. I mean, he's been tempting you and disrupting you and doing all kinds of nonsense the whole time, but in the end, the thing you most used to crave in the world will come. Well, I say it will come. It did come for me. Let's put it that way. And it was just on the ground, nobody around, me and this bag of drugs. I stay, and when I go to a hotel, I stay in the worst part of town in the city, actually. And because I don't worry, because I am protected, because I've always been this way. This is just what I do. It's the cleanest and the best bed, so that's where I stay. And the people treat me correctly. What else is there really? Anyway, this morning while drinking my coffee, a bag of drugs is just lying beside me. What looks to be, I don't know, 2 grams or so of what I used to do. Put it plain and simple. I recognized it. It's just there on the ground with all these drug addicts running around it that don't see it. And it's just there, sitting there waiting for me to see it. There was a girl around it. I don't know. She's probably the one that dropped it, knowing how things work. But there was a girl around it not 2 minutes before this. But I look at it, the bag of drugs on the ground, and I laugh. First of all, the spell over me, the addiction spell over my life was broken. When was it? I don't remember the exact year, but it's been like 4 years now, I believe. Anyway, the spell of addiction has been removed. How do I know that? Because I used to go to bed thinking about it, doing it every day, and then all of a sudden one day God removed it after praying for it. and I never have thought about it again. But anyway, this morning it was laying there as a final test on the concrete, and I laughed. And the last time this happened, I cussed Satan out, but this time I laughed at him because my frequency is, my alignment and frequency is just, there is no going back. Once you enter this protocol, there is no going back. Once you start down this reprogramming of the mind, alignment with God, activation of Christ consciousness, activation of your divine genome, your Christ consciousness inside of your DNA. Total restoration and what do they call it in the Bible? Resurrection of abilities and possibilities that are endless. So this is what happened today. Really not that big of a story for me, but it's being shared for a purpose that is greater than me. And I think in the future you will understand this about me and about why I came to Earth. What's going on is greater than me, it's greater than the entire planet. It's necessary. It's they say it comes and goes in cycles, which obviously it does, but I'm wondering why the other cycle has to happen, the polarity. Can we not live in an ascended state forever? Is that too much to ask for everybody to be standing in their divinity? Well, it's not for me, it's not going to be, but maybe it's not for everybody. I don't know that answer. Anyhow, I hope this message helped anybody struggling with an addiction out there in any way it could. Just know it's a spell that you're under. It's a demon. It's a principality that is above your recognition, and there's also a program in place to push you back towards this until you defeat it. Why? Because they don't want you reaching your divine genome, your Sophia Christ DNA inside your body, waking up to who you really are and remembering your soul's true path and purpose, and even more. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna spill the beans on everything, because it's a journey, and it's an individual experience for us all. So I'm not here to hinder or lessen or denigrate anybody's experience. Anyhow, until next time, On God Lives Within, reporting to you from the woods. I said my journey would end in a tent. I guess I was a little bit wrong. I don't have a tent. I am under a tarp, I guess you would say, or a couple of them. So there is no rain to worry about. But it looks like I was right mostly. The journey ended right like I said. And as I've told you before in past videos, the end is really the beginning. And this is what I was talking about. What feels like the end is actually your greatest day ever lived. Even before you receive what God is bringing you, you already are vibrating at such a level of gratitude and love that you really don't need it. That's when you know you're there. Your mind is calm. Everything has been stripped away in the physical world, in the matrix. So that you can hear God. So that you can choose yourself. So you can remember who you are. And who you always were. And who you always will be. All at the same time. So, this is a spiritual journey. I'm just going to do a synopsis. I don't know why God is telling me to do it. This is a spiritual journey of co-creation with God. One that you choose. God is always choosing you, but you have to choose it. You have to choose a relationship with God in order to walk this path. You don't go at it alone. I wouldn't be here if I went at it alone. I would be dead. But this is a spiritual journey with God that you choose, that you unfortunately and fortunately at the same time are put under stress and in traumatic circumstances so that you rise to your best. You do this throughout with a relationship with God, a relationship with the universe, with the animals, with spirits that you can't even see. You come into a frequency that is unshakable. The demons can't even irritate you anymore because you hold the truth. You hold God and you hold the truth. And the demons know how powerful that is. Their world is built on illusions, aka lies. A guy was trying to tell me, yeah, but that means they're half truth and half lie. So there's parts truth in that. And I would say to that, anything with half truth in it is a lie. It's not the correct vibration. And it's leading people in the wrong direction. Therefore, it is a lie by definition. So, it is a spiritual walk. I am ushering in miracles as we speak. the whole world will see that everything I speak and everything I know is the truth, because I have no agenda but to serve the Most High God, the Christ light within us all. Your birthright, what you were put here to find, and what the demons are trying to hide from you. I'm here to reveal. That's why the times we are living in are revelations. We're here to reveal to the world what's going on and to change it. There is nothing that can stop this frequency of love, because the divine is here to chaperone. Let's just say that. The divine is here to accept you back unconditionally into her loving arms. Well, not technically arms, but so I was put here to show you this and teach you this and help you get there. And that's what I will be doing from this point forward in my life. Once you go on this journey with God and you find your life purpose, I can only speak for myself, but it feels like a completion, like everything's a bonus from this point on. And I have nothing except God. This is what I'm here to illustrate to you, to help you get to. It's not inside of a church, and it never was. You don't need a church, a building, a congregation. You know, it's nice to have people around. And then there's time to be alone with God. Everyone's journey is different. Everybody's relationship with the Most High is different. But just remember, everybody has the Most High living inside of them, listening and breathing with them on their journey. The Most High has placed divine DNA inside of your DNA that is dormant, that you can activate. This is what the Great Awakening is about. The rest of the rubbish, the hobo, the Jesus is coming back, the apocalypse, the whatever the demons are pushing now, the fake spirituality movement, anybody selling you anything other than Christ's consciousness is selling you a lie. Period. The divine will bring in the miracles. And anybody selling you anything is selling a lie. And I don't mean people doing good in the world. Because obviously there's some good things being sold. But anyway, you get the point. The divine doesn't need your money, doesn't need you over tipping, doesn't need you worried about anyone else. The divine just needs a relationship with you so that the divine can work through you. Anyway, that is it. I hear a train coming, or I would keep going, but it's time to go. Thank you for listening to God Lives Within. Until next time, I love you. God loves you more. Take care.